In this video, we'll be taking a look at how my dividend portfolio performed in the month of March 2023. So we'll be looking at any dividend increases we got this month and take a look at all the transactions, buys and sells we made and dividends we received. And then we'll also take a look at some performance metrics and compare the portfolio to the overall market over the past month and few months and over the past year. So first, we're just going to take a look at the portfolio spreadsheet here, and we actually didn't get any dividend increases this month, which is perfectly fine. I'm sure we'll get some more in the future, but these are all my positions before we import all the transactions, and then my projected income is $111.31 for the year, with a portfolio value just above $4,000. Now we're going to go over to Fidelity, and we have all the transactions for March filtered out here, March 1st to the 31st, so we can just download all these transactions into a CSV file. And then what we can do is go back to our spreadsheet and import that CSV file. And then I have some scripts that I created that can basically parse all that data and bring it into the spreadsheet into the appropriate spots. And I do have some tutorials on that, and I've shared those scripts on GitHub. So if you are interested in using them or just looking at how I implement them and getting some ideas, feel free to check those out. So the script finished up and we got this nice summary. So we deposited $200 this month. I'm trying to consistently increase the amount I'm depositing over time and hopefully reach $500 a month by the end of the year. We made buys worth $64.67, so not much action there, no sells, and then dividends of $11.01 this quarter. And then looking at the transactions here for the month of March, like we saw, not really all that much going on, but we bought about $10 twice of Johnson & Johnson, so $20 of Johnson & Johnson, and then about $15 of Southern Company, $20 of Aflac, and $10 of Travelers, and then this is our $200 cash deposit. And then moving over to the dividend payments tab, got a lot of dividends this month, which is pretty exciting. So we started out with 58 cents here from Aflac, 95 cents from Pfizer, $1.54 from Southern Company, $2.35 from Johnson & Johnson, 87 cents from Microsoft, $1.62 from 3M, 58 cents from Amcor, 99 cents from Lockheed Martin. We got $1 worth of dividends or interest from our cash balance in our account, and then 53 cents of dividends from Travelers. So that like we saw before, was a total of, I think, $11.01, which is pretty exciting. We can see that right here, March of 2023, and the last time we got paid by most of these companies was in December when we got paid $9.78. So super awesome to see that increase there. Like we saw, the Johnson & Johnson amount I think was pretty significantly higher because I was buying fairly aggressively in December and January there. So happy to see that. And then this rounds out the first quarter. So for the first quarter of 2023, we got a total of $28.49 in dividends, which is pretty exciting. Obviously the best month to date. And then on the year, $28.49, which is already more than we've received in 2020, which is super exciting. And then also taking a look at this ticker changes tab, this is just going to give us an idea of how all of our companies performed for the month to see which ones were the best or worst performers. It really isn't all that interesting or meaningful, I guess, but I think it's interesting to look at. So we can see the worst performers this month was JP Morgan, down about 8.5%, Caterpillar and Leggett & Platt down 7 to 8%, which I'm happy to see Caterpillar going down because it's pretty expensive right now, I think. So if we can see it keep going down, then maybe it'll be at a better buying opportunity and I can buy more. And then on the best performers, Apple and Microsoft up 13 and 17% respectively, Southern Company up 11.5%, Cisco and Procter & Gamble 8%. So those kind of, I guess, tech companies and utilities performed well. And then obviously not too surprising that JP Morgan, the big bank in there, didn't perform this well that month. And then looking at the value over time graphs, it's just super exciting to see the portfolio value continuing to go up, and same with the dividend income. Obviously, like I've said in the past, 5-year CAGR is something I want to bring back up closer to the 8% level, hopefully. So we'll see if we can work on that this year. And then coming back to the summary page, the expected dividend income is $113.33 now, so up about $2, I think, which is not all that much, but I didn't really make all that many buys this month. The total portfolio value is now around $4,200, almost $4,300, which is pretty exciting. And our average 5-year dividend CAGR is 7.22% now, with a yield of about 2.8%. And then these are all the breakdowns by sector of equity and then dividend income. So most of our dividend income is coming from the healthcare sector, 21%, and industrials, 15.6%. So pretty heavy in healthcare overall, which I'm generally okay with, but I want to not necessarily trim that, but just add to other positions more. I also want to look at some of the performance data for the portfolio that Fidelity provides us, which is what we're looking at right here. So the time-weighted rate of return for the month for the portfolio is 2.14%. For the past 3 months is 1.17%, and that's obviously year to date. And then over the past year, it's up 4.11%. And we can compare this down here to the market indices such as the S&P 500 and Dow Jones. And we can see pretty much over the past month and since the beginning of the year, our portfolio has definitely underperformed a little bit. Both the S&P and Dow are up about 7% this year so far. But over the last whole 1 year period, our portfolio is up about 4%, while the overall markets are down, on the order of 7, 8, and 9%. So the 1 year time frame there is a little bit longer, so it is a little bit more meaningful. But at the same time, we don't want to see ourselves consistently underperforming the market every single month. So hopefully we'll be able to do better. But I think in general, I would give the same kind of statement about my portfolio that Warren Buffett has often said about his, in the fact that I think I'll probably outperform a little bit more or have a better chance of outperforming when the overall market is going down, and I'll probably underperform a little bit. Certainly I don't hope to underperform, but more chance of that happening, I think, when the overall market is going up pretty strongly, like it sort of has been this year, I would say. So overall, not all that much action in the portfolio this month. I definitely want to, keep deploying that cash as we deposit more and more money into the account. I want to be able to, keep deploying more and more of that money, so that we don't just have a ton of cash sitting around. It's certainly nice to have some cash sitting around for an opportunity, but at the same time, if there really is a big opportunity, I have external cash in my bank account that I can fund it with. For me, when I put the cash into my account, that's sort of the time that I want to be investing it, and investing it rather soonish, I would say. So definitely want to keep deploying that cash into high quality dividend stocks at attractive prices. The attractive prices part is certainly the harder part, I would say. So I'm just trying to, wait and bide my time until we can get some more attractive prices, I think. And I'm also looking to expand my reach and maybe add some additional stocks to the portfolio. But right now, I haven't really found any that I've done enough research on yet that look to be at attractive prices. So let me know how your guys' portfolios did in the month of March and how much you received in dividends. And if you have any feedback for me on what you think I could do to improve my portfolio in any ways, I would love to hear that. Or if you have any suggestions of high quality dividend stocks that have higher dividend CAGRs in general and are, you would say, at attractive prices, I would love to hear about those, because that's ultimately what I want. I want a high quality dividend stock that has a attractive CAGR, on the order of 5 to 10, 15%, able to grow that dividend, and, has the ability to grow that dividend, I guess, rather than just the past ability. And then I also am looking for an attractive price. So those are kind of my main criteria I look at. So if you do have any suggestions, I would love to hear it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.